मन मना वह मत भक्तो श्रीमद् भगवद गीता अध्याय 9 श्लोक 34. Devote me your mind, says Lord Krishna. But why nothing else but mind? Because our treasure hides in the mind that is so valuable that even God is instructed to devote to Himself. Every motivational speaker, every billionaire, mentor, teacher, parent, friend, and every successful person on this planet talks about it. It has the power to get the development and destruction to do. Namaste everyone, my name is Aditya Rathod, and today I'll be speaking about the treasure that God has gifted every human being with. So what is it? A gift that doesn't perish in the earthquakes of multiple magnitudes. Something so powerful that a lady with a synthetic leg climbed the highest altitude. It's a magic stick with which you can conquer the world and yourself. And that, my dear brothers and sisters, is the power of positive attitude. So what is attitude in the first place? It is a natural approach or vision that eventually determines your choices at various levels. Attitude is how you see the things and reflect to them. Attitude is the blueprint of your mind, emotions, thoughts and beliefs that ultimately determines your actions. Have you ever wondered, why is everyone not a billionaire? Why is lion the king of the jungle? Why are there heroes and villains? Why not only heroes? Why can some people change their lives? Why does everyone wish but only a few achieve? Why can some get rid of their habits? Why do some people always have excuses and some always have answers? The answer to all such wide questions is the attitude. The type of attitude one develops is the reason of every why I bombarded just now. There are two types of attitude. One is positive attitude, and at the other extreme is the negative attitude. Positive attitude brings yourself up and causes development. Negative attitude brings yourself down and causes destruction. But what is the proof of this? Where is the evidence? It is said in Brahma Bindu Upanishad that Mana eva manushyana moksha bandhana karana. Bandhan means bondage, limitations, prison, and moksha means all pervasive development. Attitude determines the limitations and extent of all pervasive development. Imagine this: if one leg of a person grows volume, it's not a sign of physical strength. It's called elephantiasis. Nowadays, people think that financial development and economical development is same as all pervasive development. But a person lacking physical development cannot enjoy financial development as much. A person with economical development but with a foul mental approach becomes Hitler and causes destruction to the world. So, all pervasive development has 5 aspects: physical development, mental development, social development, financial development, and most importantly, spiritual development. The positive attitude is the key to all 5 aspects of the development. It is the weapon that God has gifted us. And there are tons of living examples. One of them, I recall, is of a 23-year young lady, an international volleyball and football player. She was thrown out from a moving train. She smashed into a parallel moving train. The collision crushed her leg and caused multiple fractures in her spine. Bones came out of her leg. Blood was all over the place. She saw her leg being eaten by rats for hours. She spent the whole night on the same track, screaming in pain for help, while 48 trains passed over her broken leg again and again and again. And the next day, she lets the doctor cut her leg without using anesthesia, even bearing more pain. And after all this, she received no sympathy, but accusations of suicide and cowardice, and that too from national media. A person would be shattered after such a dreadful incident. But she didn't let herself down, nor did she blame the situation. Instead, she decided from the very same hospital bed that I will summit the highest altitude on this planet. Yes, I'm talking about Arunima Sinha, who summited Mount Everest within just 2 years of this tragedy. And she didn't stop here. She summited all the 7 continents' highest peaks, including Antarctica, within just 7 years of this accident. What caused the physical capabilities to increase beyond measures of Arunima. What caused it? It was a positive attitude. You witness the same power of positive attitude when you hear about Christine Smith, who was Miss USA 2019, who ended her life by jumping off from terrace, and Lizzie Velasquez, who was trolled for being the ugliest woman in the world since childhood, but ended up being the renowned motivational speaker in the same country. What did Lizzie Velasquez do to have such a mammoth mental strength? It was a positive attitude that no matter what, I will make a difference. Would Elon Musk be the richest person today if he had given up after 3 consecutive failures of Falcon, with Tesla about to be bankrupt and divorce papers in hands back in 2008? What did let him stop after all such adversities? Why is Japan so much developed socially and economically even after 2 of its major cities were burnt down to ashes and dust, even after facing multiple earthquakes and tsunamis, and keeps on going? It is because of the positive approach they resorted to towards education and polity, rather than resorting to some violent response to what happened in World War. And then comes spiritual development. The pinnacle of spiritual development is Aham Brahmasmi. Just visualize the depth of positivity when one realizes that I am the be it physical strength of Arunima, or mental resilience of Lizzie Velasquez, or wealth of Elon Musk, or Japan's social development, or the spiritual realization of Aham Brahmasmi. It all requires just one positive. And that is the power of positive attitude. Lifeline is the best representation of it. Sometimes it's all elevated, and sometimes it's a deep valley of sorrow. But let me tell you the truth, the deep valley of sorrow doesn't care how tough you are. It will beat you to your knees. Me, you, or nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward, and the winning is done. But to keep moving forward, what does one need? Positive attitude. So how does positive attitude work scientifically? Positive attitude stimulates hormones like endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine, which then changes your outlook, thereby thoughts, and thereby ultimately the behavior. And this positive change then cultivates values like compassion, gratitude, and enthusiasm towards life, and so on. And negative attitude stimulates hormones like cortisol and so on. Stimulates cortisol and so on, which then picks up anxiety, stress, self-doubt, and inferiority. We have concluded that positive attitude is the key to all 5 aspects of development. I hope you all would agree with me. But those who do not agree, I just have one request. Just start maintaining positive attitude and see the results. The problem is, everyone knows about positive attitude, but not everyone can execute positive attitude, isn't it? So how can that be done? Firstly, understand the power of positive attitude and engulf it. Second is the willingness to trust the process, to follow the process, and to enjoy the journey. Willingness of positive attitude is not like a pill to take, to sleep, and then boom, next morning you have the attitude. It's a continuous process, and the process is Om Bhadram Karne Vishwayam Devaha Bharim Pashimaksh Bhika Jatra. Conscious and continuous efforts towards positive listening, positive sight, positive beliefs, and positive self-talk, and ultimately positive actions. Positive attitude in you is what shapes the future. Without positive attitude, how will you strike the balance between mental health and well-being in the fast-paced world? Without positive attitude, how will you empower yourself with continuous learning and self-improvement? Without positive attitude, how are you going to dream, set ambitious goals, and then work towards them? We are blessed that we grow in a culture, the Sanskrit that taught us positive attitude by prayers like Sarvatra Sukhina Santu. We are the inheritors of this great heritage which teaches us values of positive attitude the day we are born. Let me conclude the subject with a positive prayer. Sarvatra Sukhina Santu, Sarve Santu Nira Mera. सर्वे भद्राः कविष्णु मातश्चित्